star, got an Audemars that's worth more than mama's car. Type of shit make you wanna say fuck the law. When your rent's due and your piss poor, nigga, we don't even own our own corner store. So quarter waters cost a quarter more, Wanna be an entrepreneur. We want sign checks. We want work for ourselves. We want own the nets. You're too much of a threat when you're on your own assets. So the only thing they show us is how to be an outlet. So we won't connect. Then say hi like hola. Listen to Hova. Whip up a Rover. Been watching Power. Tommy and Ghost Bruh. So I need some powder. Fish scale and soda for 99 cents.
It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Yeah. See, the money is a motive. Repeat my history, crack cocaine is like the motif. It's plain and simple, way back then my mother hustled. It's in my blood, so I feel like it's time to grind, just like the times when niggas died. Hold up, back then was the bad days. Motherfuckers push mad weight, I was a crack baby. Tell me nothing about my mother and the struggle. See, I love it in the sluggish, trying to sparkle, she hustle. Selling everything in the house, goddamn. She ain't give a damn about the stars, goddamn. So my oldest brother had to man up, had to take care of us in the piece with 4 kids. And one on the way with no clip, no food in the fridge, no support shit. Got food stamps from the neighbors. Tired work, he ain't ask no favors. Late night, he was shot bodegas. Over bread and some meat, some mayo. Kool-Aid had about 4 flavors. And when time went to cash out, Aki lashed out. Told him he'd take food stamps. $15 for that kid, fuck all that shit. Then the young nigga noticed that he could be the coldest. Take back what they owed us. Whole world on the shoulders. No food in the kitchen but the stove work. $10 in the sack and he pointed to the back, say, "Aight, let me get that soda." 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Baking soda's only 99 cents. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense, oh, make it make sense. Yeah.
So let me get this shit straight. So I gotta go take out loans to go to school, to get a job, just to pay for the loans I took out in the first place. I'm looking at this Arm & Hammer like I should have a hammer in my arm. Shit ain't make no sense. Lord, make it make sense. God damn.
Baking soda's only 99 cents. Hey, it's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense. Oh, make it make sense. Only 99 cents. Only 99. It's hard to repent when you gotta pay rent. Baking soda's only 99 cents. Make it make sense. Oh, make it make sense.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga, this a blow. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. Hey, they said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, and it's death do us part. Look, So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guess, ain't no more question. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital nines, murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. It pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead. It's all I don't. It's a photo salute, my nigga. Salute, my nigga. Like, how you stay focused? I told him I'm motivated because of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now, I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs. They under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, say she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah, yeah.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivor. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock. And with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Don't know nothing about the op. It's it. One try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me to connect the dots. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them to dig the plot. Can't fit you and your man's in it. Just tell them get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call up my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on you, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already wait the coast. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think you get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give them a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof, Merry Christmas.
Shalom Israel, Shalom Yahweh, Shalom Shabbat Katah, to our brothers, Shalom Yahweh, Shalom Shabbat Shai, to our sisters. All right, so today's the Friday Hebrew class, Lashawan Qadash, out here in Arizona. Police Officer Victor Razan be holding it down today. All right, so today we're gonna go over the 12 tribes, go over the meaning of all the names of the 12 tribes. We know some of them. Right, but for those who just came to school, we don't know. maybe been trying to figure out what the names mean. Today, that's what we're going to be going over, just to give you the names of them, right? So to start off, you know what I'm saying, I got written up here, the 12 tribes of Israel, right? Right here in the Hebrew, I got written Ha, Shania, Ashara, Shabbatim, Yashralim. So the 12 tribes, Israel. Like, so sometimes you want, sometimes the other is implied. You know, I was like, I think you always see the letter there for the. And Ha, right here, it means the. So I'm gonna pick it on. I gotta put it underneath. So I got it written up top. So just know that Ha is the, right? Shania Asherah is 12. Right, that's how you say. That's how you say 12 in the Hebrew. Shania Asherah. You got Shabbatim, it would be tribes, right? You got Yashralim, which is of course Israel, right? And so the reason why it's written this way, this how it would look if you were write it like in the Hebrew. Remember, we read from right to left, not left to right as you do in English. It's very different. So both of them is right down here. Got Ha, right? I'm writing in the ancient first. Ha, right? Shah, right? Yeah, so Sham Ya. Ashura. Right, and connectors. So I'm doing, of course. Yeah. Sure. All right. So that's how you would see it, you know what I'm saying, in the Hebrew, right? Something like that. Just like be written in the Hebrew. Ha, Shanya, Asherah, Shabbatim, Yashralim. Make sure you do your connectors so you know which words are connecting to make the sound that we need, right? If you don't connect it, that's why you don't see any connectors on here. So you don't need them, right? Because they all say things out loud. So you don't need the connectors, but just to make you feel more comfortable, put the frown face on there where you see them all separately. Seeing out their whole sound. While in the case of the Shar and Yashrala, and so you're gonna link that Shah and that Ra together to get Shar. Same thing you get Shabbatim. So you can see Shah by itself, and you connect the Ba and the Ta, and the Ya and the Ma. Right? That's gonna get you Shah, Ba, right? So just in case you want to know how to say it in, you know what I'm saying, how to say it in the Hebrew, this is how we say the 12 tribes of Israel in Hebrew. I'll say it just one more time for you guys. Shabbatim, Yasharalim, Slakia, Hashanya, Ashra, Shabbatim, Yasharalim. That's how we would say it. That's how we would say 12 tribes of Israel in Hebrew. I'm not too sure if everybody got that, but make sure people have that down some way. You go to a brother or sister, tell them 12 tribes of Israel in Hebrew to kind of show off a bit. Right? We always, I hope everybody getting the time to write it down. Good thing with online classes is that, you can always go back and pause, the video to break things down. Because if I'm in a way, and I know how it is, trying to write things down and teach you in front of the board. Yeah, so this ought to be written. Extra points wherever you can write it in the Assyrian. Right, because that's where most of you'll probably reading from. If you're a brother in the school, you're a trooper. Obviously, you'll especially if you're a trooper. During Sabbath service, you know that you'll be reading the Lashawan Qadash in the Assyrian. So extra points, write that down and get that down in the Assyrian. All right, get rid of that. So today we're gonna go over the 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying, or the meaning of their names and what their names mean for each tribe. It's just something that's just been nice to know. Like you can always find the meanings in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You go to Genesis. I believe it's 25. I believe I might be wrong. I'll relook it up. But yeah, so luckily, when you see the birth of all the children of Israel, they do go over the names, right? What the names of each meaning behind it. Well, what is behind? As a matter of fact, one sec. Did you look at that for me, sir? Yeah, get that for me. That way we can go over what was happening during the time that what each mother and Isaac was going through when they gave them each of their names. Right. Then we'll go or rank it order, like who's older, who's the youngest. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. That's just might be something for fun. We don't know. Reuben is the oldest, is the oldest tribe. The reason if you don't know anything about it's like culture, right? Normally the oldest male child is given the inheritance, right? But Reuben didn't get the inheritance. Reuben should be one leading how the king come out of his tribe, but Reuben, sinned against the Most High by sleeping with his father's wife. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Reuben isn't leading us right now. We're gonna go ahead and get into the 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying, who they are today and what the name means. Right. So just to refresh your memory on everything. If you don't got any notes, get in there now. All right, so we're gonna start with Judah. Right, which how you pronounce it in Hebrew would be Hawada, not Yehuda or whatever everybody else be saying. Those fake Jews be talking about it's Hawada. Right, just let me know if you're having a hard time seeing the letters. The glare on this whiteboard it's crazy. And so we know that their name means Judah name means Yahweh. Means Yahweh. Thanks. That's what Judah's name means.
And if I could, I got the tribe for the minute.
Hold on a second. Can you give me what you say when Judah was born?
Judah.
Yes.
So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy fathers shall bow down before thee. Verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. I'm trying to make sure.
That's what given about when they're all born.
Yeah. Verse 3 was saying that Reuben was the firstborn.
So it's the way it should start. You should be saying when Reuben was born first, and it should go down from there. Which wife gave birth to which son?
Come on, sir.
Yeah, which chapter is that?
This is verse 49.
No, you want to go back to I think it's around the 25th chapter.
That's
when it goes over the birth in order. The 25 might be wrong.
This is my example.
with Jacob and Esau now. Then it's probably a couple chapters later, but it should be not 49. Yeah, that means Yahweh thanks, and of course, Judah is the so-called Negroes, right? Okay. So-called the so-called Negroes, or the black people, say however you want to call us, right? I'm saying their names different. About. Okay, 29. Okay, I know it was somewhere around there. That's how you spell Judah, in the Hebrew. Like this, Yahweh, that's in the Syrian. Of course, we're reading for the day. You'll see it's like this. Ahead of myself. So you see, Yahweh, right? Okay, move on. Next up is Benjamin. Right. Right. So the name in the Hebrew would be Banyanyam. Right. So his name in the Hebrew means son of the right hand. All right, and so Benjamin today will be the so-called West Indian, right? Everybody in the West Indies. So your so-called Jamaicans will be your West Indians. Of course, everything in the West Indies. The two, Trinidad and Tobago. You know what I'm saying? Everything was you look at the map, you see West Indies. You know what I'm saying? That's who was the tribe of Benjamin. Right? So make sure you always consult your map, man. You know what I'm saying? You can show you everything, right? But you know what I'm saying, to prove what we're talking about, you gotta do your research, man. Consult your maps. Consult the Bible. Is the reason why we able to pinpoint who each tribe is, not just making wild guesses. Ready to get it, sir? Ready to get it?
Oh, it doesn't really speak on when Judah was born. It just speak on
Their name.
verse 35. Yeah, just the name. Real begotten. I mean, when Jacob begot Judah.
But that's why that's his name. Now I praise the Lord. Therefore, she called his name Judah. That's the reason right there. That's why. That's what Yahweh thanks.
You wanna read that?
Come, yeah.
All right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 29, verse 35. She conceived again and bare a son, and she said, "Now I will praise the Lord." Therefore, she calls his name Judah and left bearing.
Come. So that's what she said. So like I said right here, Yahweh thanks. She said, "I praise the Lord." She's giving thanks to the Most High for her son. That's where Judah gets his name from. That's why we have in the name Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? That literally means, Yahweh thanks Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? As you say in English. You know what I'm saying? That's his soul name right there. That's the reason she got a name, because I believe she was that was her second son. Was Judah her first? No.
This is Rachel. From Rachel.
Yeah.
Leah. It's from Leah, right?
Leah? Yeah. No, so and I believe Benjamin will come later. Benjamin comes after, they sell Joseph into Egypt. So I don't know. Benjamin probably in a different chapter. Well, we'll just skip it for now. Next time I'll be a little bit more prepared with the chapters in which to break down for which one. That was just something that was on the fly. Again, we'll give everybody the Hebrew, Benjamin in Hebrew real quick. That mistake. So you spell Benjamin in the Hebrew, Banyanyam in the Hebrew, right? Divide. Just this. Yeah. So we got three connectors because you're connecting all these ones together. Ban, Yam, that's Benjamin, the Hebrew, Banyanya. Right? We need you in Syrian too. All right. So in Syrian we got Ban, Yam. So just for everybody who don't know, why this, if when you have certain letters right here, it shows up here on the camera, right here in the Syrian, that at the end of a letter, their form changes. So mine's one of the ones at the end. Instead of looking like it does right here, it will look like this instead. At the end of the letter, at the end of the name or the word. Right. We have lawyer or Levi, right? Sister, can you toss those in too?
I'm in trash.
Sounds good. Those are
Come on, sir.
bad. Levi, listen, Hebrews, lawyer. Right, and it means joined to me. Right, Levites are joined to the Most High. That's why you see in the Bible, right? Levi is the priestly tribe. They're the only tribe that doesn't have a land of their own in Israel in ancient times. Right? Just get to it. They are the so-called Haitians. All right, so Levi's lawyer, who was joined to me, right? Like I said, they're the only ones when it came time when they went to the promised land, right? When getting Israel, we came out of our 40 years of being out in the wilderness. The Levites tried to not get any land, but their job was to be the priest unto the people, right? So that's their job. That they were joined to the Most High. Their job was to do exactly that, to be. I'm saying that's where we had the Levitical priesthood. I'm saying, which nowadays we don't go by Levitical priesthood, but the priesthood of Melchizedek, right? But this was for the name, right? Join to me. I'm going to get through that in the Hebrew, both the ancient and the Assyrian. Oh yeah, make them bigger. Wow. Yeah. All right, so there we go for it. There for Levi, go down. Next one up is Simeon, right? All right, then the Hebrew is Shemaiwan. Now means affliction. Affliction heard, right? And Simeon, some type of Simeon, Shemaiwan, right? And the so-called Dominicans. So this is a so-called Dominicans and so-called. Now mix these two, right, being together, so prophetic, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, book Bible is a book of not only of our history, but also a book of our prophecies. Now it comes to the tribe of Simeon, tribe of Levi. It's prophesied that they would be at ends with each other. So if you know anything, you check go look at your map. You check that map where Haiti sits at and where Dominican Republic sits at. That's where you have Simeon, you have Levi, and they're always at ends with each other, always fighting each other. You're Haitian, you hate the Dominican. You're Dominican, You hate the Haitians. You know what I'm saying?
Same land.
It's on the same land. That's prophesied in the Bible. Now, if I'm correct, I'll look it up. But I believe that in ancient time they weren't next to each other land wise. But the Bible prophesied that they would be they'll be at each other's necks, pretty much. The kind of paraphrase, right? So that's what makes no sense. Once again, makes what we do, what we teach, so right in UPK, because everything that we're telling you, everything the people that we're getting, we didn't just put this by accident.
Right.
So we didn't just say Simeon is Dominicans. No, we had to check the history in archaeology, right? We know that the Haitians and the Dominicans hate each other. They always fighting with each other. That's why they're right here next to each other. That's why they're right next to each other on the island of, I think it's called Hispaniola. I might be wrong with that one. But either way, the Dominican Republic on the same island, as Haiti, borderline going right through, always fighting, constantly fighting each other.
Tell you said again, Shemawa?
Yeah, Shemai one. Right, it means affliction hurt. I believe that Mother Tongue was going through a tough pregnancy. I might be wrong with that one. Don't quote me. I'm a little rusty.
That's a heavy
I'm
topic.
tired too. Sorry. Let me provide that in the Hebrew real quickly. Once again, in ancient and the Assyrian. So, all right. One. Of course. It's a good time to show, right? It's interesting when you're reading the Hebrews. But so like I said earlier, when it came to Banyanya, how the M changes, how the Ma changes. Why? This is what the Ma would look like if it was anywhere else in the word. It was at the end of the word. This is what Ma is going to look like. Same thing with the Na, right? Right here, the Na looks like this. At the end of a word, it's going to look like this. So best to study because you will end up getting the Na and the Wa confused. So just know that the Na when it's on the end of the word is going to extend below every other word. Right? So just a good thing to keep your notes to remember. Like I said, got everything written right there. Kind of show you as well. But I feel like it's better to learn from here. We see next to the rest of the words how it extends down fast. But it's easy to get it confused. You know what I'm saying? Even brothers that are good at reading it, still do it sometimes. It just is what it is, but just good to know. All right. No, just for the sake of room, I'm trying to put myself over down there. All right. All right. So next up, we got Zebulon, right? Zebulon we have next up on the list. Zebulon in Hebrews, Zabalawan. Right, which means dwell with me. Too big space I took right there. Right, so remember for Zebulon, right? So the natives, right? Remember that I don't have to write it, but I always know that when we say so-called for these countries, especially you start going into South America, just know that everybody there aren't the people of the land, just like here in the U.S. Right? Those you see, call place America today, but this place was first ran by the Native. We call it the Native Americans, right? You know, got Reuben, Gad, Issachar, and part of this land up here, especially here in Arizona, California, Texas, New Mexico. Like Issachar had that land. You started reaching more to the east. More of that land was owned by Gad. More to the southeast, you have more so Reuben in that area, right? Just the natives. So when I say so-called, I'm only talking about the natives of that land, not the so-called white man that's there with them that rules over that land. Right? But for Zebulon, too small. So-called natives, right, from Guatemala to Panama. Guatemala to pregnant. To Panama. All right, so this is who Zebulon is. Right? People that reach from Guatemala to Panama. Matter of fact, so can you give me a no, I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna say put up a map on there, but the map of Central and South America, where you can show the people, give them a visual of the range of where these people would be at.
You want me to show it where everybody can see it?
Concept. Do that. I'm just going to start Zebulon real quick. Balawan. Right.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Got it, sir? All right, you got it on the screen share?
Bigger.
Yeah, make it bigger for the people. All right, so just point the map up. So Guatemala starts up here, right? Right. See, y'all can you see the mouse?
Yeah.
All right, so y'all can see this is Guatemala right here, right? From here, this is going to encompass the people from Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, then you go to Panama. So all this would be the tribe of Zabalawan, right? This is to give you a visual representation, right? What we're looking at. So all this right here. So that way, somebody says, "Well, I'm from Honduras." Cool, Zebulon. you're kind of right there too, right? If you tell me that you're from Nicaragua, one of those places, that you're more likely you're going to fall under the tribe of Zabalawan. Right. You got Ephraim up next. You guys don't know. Put it back on you. So I got right here written the ancient and the Assyrian, right? Once again, we should just know that this is a knot at the end. Of course, because it's at the end, it comes down further. Right? Changes form. All right, we got Ephraim next. All right, Ephraim. right, which in Hebrew would be aparayim. All right. A lot of people like to say aparayim. It is not aparayim. It's aparayim. The the pa, and the ra are not connected. Right. So, you know, saying just so everybody knows, a lot of people always say aparayim. You know, saying you have to say the ra by itself. It's pa, ra, yeah. All right. That's how I say it. You know, say it's not a party. A lot of people say it because it sounds better, but it's not right. Of course, a party means fruitful. Right? That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they are the so-called Puerto Ricans, right? That's who they are. The Taino Indians, right? Puerto Rico, right? You know what I'm saying? Or of course, you know what that means in Spanish. That means rich port, right? But it means fruitful. You know,
If I could add, it's heavy that you gave the meaning to Puerto Rico, rich port. A lot of us don't know what port really means. Okay, yeah. So like port is the docking place where they used to ship slaves back and forth.
yeah.
We come from the same lineage, the same curses, the same slavery.
Honestly, right. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but there was some gold on Puerto Rico too that they took out of there.
Oh, right.
None of that, but like I said, that was one of the first places where Columbus set foot. So everybody don't know history. Remember, Columbus Columbus himself did not set foot on what we call American soil today.
Right.
Where he set foot was, what we call today Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? That's where he set foot at. That's one of this right here. People don't know it was the beginning of the slave trade. Yeah. This is where the first people be taken into slavery. We came a couple hundred years as so-called black people. You know what I'm saying? The tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi. We came later. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that was the beginning of that triangle, the triangle slave trade, however it's called. You know what I'm saying? This is a start. This is recorded. It's just not me saying it. History records as the beginning of the slave trade.
I know a lot of us, tend to think that a lot of our native Indians got slaughtered, but they don't talk about the numbers that were slaughtered on the other side. And why they had to bring another slave ship to bring the so-called Negroes over here to fight against our own people. It's just crazy how history, it's changed with the hand of the devils and the oppressors, man. And all we know about is their victories. That's why we have to come back into our law, statutes, commandments on the command of Junior Hana until Christ returns, so we can know our history, so we can know our identity and know our tribes. So this class is super heavy. So I just want for this class.
So you're right. So this is, I'm saying, I'm always a heavy class to always go back to talk about, the meaning of our people's names. I said, not only that, we give representation where they are now here in the world. Right. You must remember, before Christ comes back, we were going to be united in the same slavery because there was a split in our nation. So if it's not now, then when? When would we find the lost tribes? Nobody cares about finding out who the lost tribes are, except for us. We're the only ones who's concerned enough. We're just bigger. We were the only ones who were concerned enough to figure out where the lost tribes were and who they were. Listen, sit down and take notes of Captain Kata's 12 tribe breakdown.
Right. It's
3 hours long, but it's very informative. 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? That 46 hours that he didn't even get a chance to put up in there. You got to say?
So like if I could, and go and get that book. We Came from the East, man.
So yeah.
I read that book. That book is so spiritual and The truth will make you free. You know.
That's the truth. They make you free. They say you don't like it though, but it definitely, definitely gonna make you free. That's for sure. Like I get a little mixed up at the end sometimes with those letters that change up. But yeah. So remember, so pork means fruitful. Remember that So always remember that Ephraim and Manasseh were the children of Joseph. Just to give you a further breakdown, you know what I'm saying? They were the children of Joseph. So Ephraim and Manasseh, I won't say, never mind. I take that back. Just to kind of break down, if you ever reading that chapter where it breaks down the children that Jacob had, where you won't see Ephraim, you won't see Manasseh. I didn't write down Manasseh yet, but just know that Ephraim and Manasseh were the children of Joseph. Joseph was in captivity, right? And you're probably wondering, like, oh, so who were their? So if he got them right, he had them right, and he said who were their mothers? Their mother was an Egyptian woman. We don't know her name. Her name does not matter.
Right.
All that matters is from her union, from Jacob sleeping with her, not Jacob, Joseph sleeping with her. We got Ephraim and Manasseh. And speaking of Manasseh, that's what you got right next under Ephraim. Manasseh, right? In Hebrew, is Manashah. Manashah, right? Which means made to forget. All right. And so Manasseh, right, the so-called Cubans. All right. So Manasseh, so-called Cubans. Now, and once again, up in that same line, you know what I'm saying? This is what they're called today by the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? The Spaniard is a white man, for those that don't know.
Right.
I know I like to get a different, but remember, once again, like I said, like my autumn I was bringing out earlier, you know what I'm saying, how important it is that we're the same people. Why do Zebulon, who was Simeon, Asher, Naphtali, and Issachar, why do they all speak Spanish? That's one I would like to know. Why do they all speak Spanish? Asher, let me make sure. The only one that's different within them would be including Asher would be ones who speak Portuguese, right? In Brazil. I think Asher encompasses Brazil as well. But why do they all speak different language with the language what the ancestors was before? Why is this different? If you don't know, you think that their language is gone. Some of it's still around. As a matter of fact, you go to like Oaxaca and places like that. There is a tribe that still speaks the Narwhal language. I think it's called Narwhal. I think it's called. That's the language they were speaking before Spanish, right? So I met a woman from there who she knew very little Spanish. I'm like, you're Mexican. How do you not know Spanish?
Right.
She said, well, I'm from Oaxaca. We don't speak Spanish there. We speak Narwhal, which is our ancestors' language. And I was surprised. I thought that language was dead.
Right.
I didn't think nobody was speaking it at that time anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that there's still people down there that still speak it. You know what I'm saying? It just shows the erasure of what the white man has done. For me, you know, of course, I was in the world at the time, but I had no clue that anybody still spoke that language. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy right there.
Yeah, let me go do that in the Hebrew and the Syrian, right? I'm gonna show you, gonna get the ma, right? Now, those usually sometimes like when you use the Hebrew characters, It's not as long as when you spell it in the English. You don't have as many letters to use. Sure. Ma, na, and then Sha. Right? Of course, I'm giving to you the Syrian. Sure. Mana, Sha, and Syrian. There is no connectors in the Syrian. That's why it's good to know them both. So if you learn the ancient, that's not how to pronounce the ancient. You can pronounce it in the Syrian as well. We'll need to get Syrian at that point. Well, I'm saying, what have connectors? If you look in a Torah book right now, you see the Syrian. They have a bunch of different dots and things like that to tell you how to pronounce certain words. Right. But we're going off, our ancient language, not what the so-called Jewish people talk about.
That's right. Paleo.
Right, no, paleo. I'm saying real Hebrew. Right. For this last for this four, we got God. Right. So when we say Gad, just know it's pronounced God. All right. Just let y'all know. But people get confused when you say God, so that's why we'll say God. Just know there's still God. So just spelled the same way. Right, and it means a troop. Right? That's what God means, a troop. Which is who God is. They're a troop, they're soldiers, they're warriors, you know what I'm saying? But also know that a troop overcame them. They will overcome that troop in the end. That's the end time prophecy. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, right? But God is the so-called North American Indian.
I got the precept too.
Johnson, you don't mind, sir?
All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Right. That's right there. See, I'm not saying that's where you get the name from. Of course, you go back to Genesis 29, it'll give you why God was given his name.
Right.
But I just want to point that out, how as a troop, the soldiers, who are very, all people are warlike, but God is just,
Warrior.
He's a warrior, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's just it. No, I don't want to think any of my God brothers, someone don't like to be called the American Indian, someone like to be called First Nation, which is I taught me North. That's North.
What's the other one? Indigenous.
Indigenous, or get indigenous people. But indigenous can I know we typically use it for North Americans. Mm-hmm. That's anybody from North to South America. Right. Be indigenous. Right. They used to do the same thing in Spanish. When they talk about those who are of the land in Spanish, you call them in I can't remember the Spanish word for indigenous is. Sounds the exact same.
Did you know so?
Did you know so? No, not that. Don't yell at me, people.
Yeah. Comprehende, hablas, sí.
Yeah. I think it's Indiosos. I think it's something like that. But even then, there's separation. So not just because you're of Mexico, don't mean you're Mexican, right?
Right.
You're Mexican, but you're a Spaniard. God is just that simple, right? Make sure you get your connector up in there. Right. So, like I said before, it is supposed to be pronounced God, right? But people will confuse that for God. People get when they hear the word God. Right. So, we just say God. Just know when the time comes, we won't be using that by it anymore. We call them by the name they're supposed to be called by. We're still calling them their name. Don't get me wrong. Just take all that out. I'm gonna edit that part out. Because the North American Indians, right? To get everybody time to kind of copy that down real quick.
I'm about to pull the map too.
Yeah. But yeah, so God, so this four guys, Zebulon, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad. Remember, a lot of Gad are just trying to go back to their language. A lot of their tribes have linked their language to Hebrew, right? You got to ask yourself, why do they speak English? You know what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself that. Why do the North American Indians speak English? You know what I'm saying? That's where we gotta ask. Pull it up, sir. Let's see.
Somewhere else. It's still showing this one though.
Good one. A little closer up. No.
Nah, they tripping.
Yeah, but no, we got one. We ain't giving y'all another.
Right.
Y'all ain't about to be out here teaching people.
They tripping. Let's see.
Can you scrolling on it or no?
No, that ain't let me. They tripping. Damn, another one.
No. All right, class. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so right. So goes Zabalawan, Aparayum. I'm about to start saying it in Spanish. Aparayum, Manashah, and God. Right. And then the last four for the 12 tribes. Right. 12 tribes. The High, Shaniah, Asherah, Shabbatim, Asherah. Right. All right.
So I got a quick question.
Yeah.
So as we know in Hebrew, one word can mean multiple things. So how can mean the and of, or is just the?
No, that's just the.
Okay,
Right.
that's what's the of?
Says the man. Let me just double check real quick.
Slack.
Supposed to know, but little rusty.
No, so we can move forward. Yeah.
I thought I had all my notes on my phone, but I did not have all of them.
It's probably in that word right before Yasha.
No, the word before is Shabbat. That just Shabbat is tribe, then Yom means plural.
Oh. So that's probably it right there. Yum.
The one that's corrupted. It's probably the one that's corrupted. Like I'm halfway next time, sir. So,
No, I'm sorry, Chris.
yeah, no.
Send me some notes about the shot. What?
Yeah. So it's mine. I had to look it up again. Like I thought I had all my notes on my phone. You know, my phone is filled. I had some corrupted files up here.
No, I understand the oppressor's devil, sir. You gotta buy memory and shit, man.
Yeah, you do all kind of shit. Bro. It's like it, my language.
Nah, I already understand. Oppression make a wise man angry.
Right. So next we got Reuben. Right. Get to our last four. Why may not are big like that? If somebody who draws, you think I have a better steady hand, but I don't. So Ruben being Bond, right? That's how you pronounce Ruben, Ra, all, right? And then Bond, Ra Bond, right? Which means behold a son. All right, and Reuben is the so-called Seminole Indians. You try to look at Seminole Indians from me, sir?
Yeah, I got it on the map right here. Like Florida.
Come on, sir. Yeah.
Check this picture out. I just wish it was bigger.
So that, see. So I can see, right? So this is what we call Florida was the primary home, right, of the Seminole Indian. Right, you have a lot of the tribes within the Seminole Indian was within the Rod Bond or Reuben, as easy people to understand. This shows all the tribes of their people that was there and how their home was Florida. Right, but as you know, the white man is the devil. A lot of them have been moved out of that land and pushed out. So a lot of them aren't there, but just know that's where they were. Right, and I don't know where they pushed that up. I know they were pushed out of the land.
If I could, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, everything south of Florida was renamed. Like you could tell by the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
Like all the way to Louisiana, it was called Florida.
Then it was all changed. They were all pushed up out of here and pushed into over here. This is part of the Trail of Tears.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. Remember, this took them a couple years to do. This wasn't just a day in a month. It took a couple years to move all these people out from over there into where they wanted into the reservations. They wanted them on.
Right.
Right. So we gotta listen, man. This shit is it's a lot of people on language. That's so biblical, man. It's you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't see. The most I just don't want you to see, man. Some of y'all just talk about this. So about white man, he just wants y'all destroyed for what y'all done to our people, man. Giving us this bastard tongue. That's why English is just a bastard language that none of its spellings make any sense. It just takes from everywhere. That's why they have a word like knife, but the K be silent.
Right.
Like why is the K there if it's not?
Right.
It's not doing nothing.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Once again, you don't even pronounce the K.
Right.
It was just pronounced knowledge. Or pneumatics.
Right.
It's a P in pneumatics. Why is it there? You know what I'm saying? Or you have some words that don't make sense. When you get a PH, will sometimes make the F sound, but when it don't make the F sound. Same thing with the C. English is such a vast language, man. This is why it needs to be taken away.
That's right.
We got this our bond, right? Right, a bond. All right. So make sure you guys up there in the ancient. Right here it is in the Assyrian. All right, I got time to like that. Let's move on to the next one. No, I do not want to edit. Okay. All right, so next up we have Asher, right? Asher is a shar, right, in the Hebrew. And this means happy. That's all it means, happy. All right, so we got Asher next up. Asher, pull up a map for me for South America, sir.
You want just Brazil or the whole South America?
The whole South America be easy for me to show. And so Asher, so-called again, I'm just sure everybody knows. I'm talking about the so-called, it's just the natives, not the Spaniards that settled there, right? This is from the so-called Colombians from Colombia to Uruguay. I don't know how to say it. People you're gonna be called. So, Colombia to
I always still make these pictures bigger, yo.
so everybody in the region from Colombia to Uruguay. Right, this is the people of Asher. You're the pull something, sir. They'll let you pull it up any further.
Yeah,
Just trying to play with me. Do this thing on its own. Check. Right. Check that one. Okay, it's not wanting to let me. Well, okay, y'all. Just 5 minutes devil, he not letting us look at what we want to look at. All right, y'all should be able to still see something though, right?
no, you still good.
Okay. There we
Oh,
go.
we use that.
Yeah. Scroll down real quick.
Bear with us 1 second.
Okay. So here, right, it says from Colombia to Uruguay. Where's Colombia at? So Colombia right here is going to devolve. See what it's going to be. Check for talk out, man. Yeah. Actually, you turn that fan on?
What's icy?
You turn the AC. Bye. Okay, so basically, right. So you got from Colombia, right? You're going to evolve. Brazil, right? So a lot of these places right here, right? We're checking. All right, so a lot of action is going to be these areas right here. You got Brazil, Ecuador, Peru, right? Paraguay, Uruguay. Yeah, Uruguay is right down here. So, so Uruguay is right down here, right? Not right here. This is Natalie right here. Argentina and Chile. We'll get into them in a minute. Most of the tribes that we're talking about for Asher are going to involve Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, and of course Venezuela, uh, um, uh, Guyana, Suriname, French Guinea, French Guyana.
These one of the tribes are in there, so it's not the original names, right?
Yeah, not the original names, but of course these are just these people that better be involved in who Asher is, right? So that's basically most of South America. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just once again to give visual representation because you're saying like from somewhere else that's pretty much where you'll fall at, tribe wise. Right. So give you the Hebrew real quick for Asher. Remember, there's a shar in the Hebrew. You're going to do your connectors. So next up, so the Natalie, right? When you're talking about him, right? Natalie, right? In the Hebrew, we Napathia. It's like Napath, it's like Napathalia. It's like Napathalia, right? Which means my wrestling. That's kind of a heavy name right there. Think about things that you wrestle with on a daily basis. Trying to fight your demons and everything. Again, it's still called people, right? People, natives and everything from Argentina to Chile. Chile. Right. And so there's Naphthalia, right? In the Hebrew, Naphtali, Naphthalia, which is one of the few that's actually close to the English language. Probably easy for to pronounce.
Oh, it's a good map right here. Sure.
Yeah, so y'all see right here. So this would be Naphtali right here. So the Argentina, that right there. This is Chile. It's got Naphtali. A lot of these would be, the tribe that were taken away would be Asher, right? A couple of these. Now, just for everybody asking, well, my parents is Naphtali, but I live in Brazil. My parents are Naphtali, but I live in Colombia. Just know this is just majority, right? Where the general people be at. This does not count for the people that in such places because people don't know, right? Is that you will find in here Negroes, Judah is amongst all these tribes down here.
Right.
How we know this? Because we know the slave. Because we know that majority of the slaves and the transatlantic slave trade, majority of our people was dropped off in what we call South America today. That's why you have, what I'm saying, people who like the people call Negroes or niggas, like they got niggas down here. Well, we know you're down there. You were forced down there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the majority of people down there are Asher, Nathali, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. You want to point out, sir?
No, I was just pointing out that it's showing all the wars too on this map. Like Germany invaded them, British invaded them. Like, good night.
Nice.
Oppression. It's like, click on StreamYard. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So that was one of the words that's really heavy right there. Let's get this. Why don't you come here real quick? I'll copy this down. Nah. Yeah. So then put tha and the lock together. Get thaw. Right. Now put volume. Go through the UT. Seriously, go right down here. Right, of course, last but not least, right? It's a car. Means you will be Yashakar. But,
Which map you on the show? Aztec or the Mayans?
Aztec of the Mayans. Probably Aztec. Aztec warrior. Right, and this means he is my higher. You know how hard can the Iscarites work?
I forgot about Inca.
Incas.
Yeah.
So we get a general view. You know what I'm saying? It's probably Iscarites probably. I won't say for sure. I'll get a confirmation on that. But stretched most down to Panama. It's most of a Issachar. Of course, you go to get up here to the Americas too, and they like just contain it to right here, to just right here. But we know that the empire extended farther up than that. And so we know that the Mayans extended up into the Mayans and Aztecs extended up until we call North America today. Arizona, California, Texas, New Mexico. So all those places were part of either the Mayan or the Aztec civilization. They were all taken. Remember, at one point, remember the Alamo? They took them to Texas back away from Mexico. Then they pressed the rest of this, made a treaty which they broke. We know that white British use all the time. I've got to put Issachar to so-called Mexicans. where only the natives, right, not the Spaniards. You have to make that distinction. Just because you live in Mexico, right, does not make you indigenous to the land.
Right.
Just like living in America,
Right.
does not make you indigenous to the land.
Right.
A lot of people tell you this is my ancestors' land. And a lot of people tell you this is my ancestors' land. No, it's not. The great-great-great-great-granddad stole and robbed his land.
Right.
It's not his. No matter what he tells you. Right. So we're gonna get the last spellings right for Yasha card. Yeah. Here it is. Yasha card, right? So you got your connectors right here. Got your little sad face. The rest of your connectors, you know, the smiley face, right? To connect them together so you know which words pronounce what in Hebrew. Of course, I'm gonna give it to you in Syrian as well. Because you who read the Torah, you know that it's written in Syrian, but you can find the Torah written in the ancient, right? So it's good to have both. You know, your brother in school, most times you'll be reading on Sabbath service, you're gonna read it in the Syrian. It's good to know how. It's good to know how it's spelled in the ancient, so we pronounce it in the Syrian. And there's a ra at the end, not a wa or a na, but there's a ra, right? So, just went over today. Actually longer than I thought. But we went over today the 12 tribes of Israel. Right today, giving you what the name means, who they are. Of course, how to spell it in the ancient Hebrew and in the Assyrian Hebrew. Right. The reason that's important. Knowledge is just important overall, but knowing who our people names are and what they mean. Like the Bible says, no, there's more power in the original tongue. These names have more meaning, more power when you say it in the original language. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you say Judah, you know what I'm saying? You say Yahweh, it's just more powerful than knowing that Yahweh means Yahweh thanks. Or thanks Yahweh, and you want to do it correctly in English. Right? Or just going to Ra Aban, right? Or Reuben. You know what I'm saying? All these names hold weight. Not that, but it also gives like a spirit of the people too. And say how to break them down. Of course, showing where they live at. As according to now, we said we didn't just one day decide we're going to just make this stuff up and be like, listen, this is where these people at. Research was done to pinpoint where each of the 12 tribes were at. Because nobody cared until we cared to come up and find out who were the lost tribes and where they were. Like I said, go on Cross Line Radio and look up Captain Kata's 12 chart breakdown and how each people got where they are, how we figured out who they were. You know what I'm saying? This is given to, this has been in the school since 1969. You know what I'm saying? Since, you know what I'm saying, when head priest Arya, gave us a breakdown of where everybody was at. That was given to him. That was given him by the Most High. It was always been known that the prophecy is going to come, that we're all going to come together. Good to know where everybody's at, where everybody is. Know that who are people, who are not our people. Just because the person is Mexican does not make them a native-born Mexican or of Indian descent. That's why I asked, who was your grandfather? My grandfather was from Spain. Right? They're not our people. That's not you. A lot of people get confused. People think they're just the so-called Afro Latinos or Afro Mexicans, wherever Afro, they put Afro for anything. That's what they think is the people. No. Get that confused because Judah was dropped off in a lot of these places during the transatlantic slave trade, right? But when it comes to Mexico, we fled to Mexico during slavery to escape it. That's why you see, especially in northern Mexico, you see a lot of our people there. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure everybody's have this down in your notes, so you can all go back and study it, look over it, I'm saying? That's where you can properly identify your people. All right, and with that, that's the end of the class. Got the things. I'm passing the class over to the police officer, Tamakia.
So ISUPK security announcements. We're the ISUPK. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When new brother and sister comes to school, they're off limits for 6 months. They'll be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. They need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from their head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. Find us the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
Yeah, it's the upcoming convocation, of course. Next is the Lord's 54th annual Passover, right over in North Carolina. And see, there's 200 per adult. But come on, hang out with us. Still got an amazing itinerary for the week set up, be leading up until the Passover, which starts at sundown on April 1st. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, we're going to begin the feast of unleavened bread. It's going to be 7 days after the next day after the Passover. Right, so we're going to have a good time out there. We're going to have the beginning of the feast of unleavened bread out there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be visiting slave plantations. Have a all-black party. That's going to be a concert. Some of the best rappers in Israel. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be good, amazing time. Come out there and enjoy the time and break bread with your brothers.
Sound crazy. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Black boots, black shirt, black pants, black headband, black scarf. That, Mini Israel, Majum. Give a courteous salute to the teacher. So, Mini Israel, Majum Shabbat. Majum. Rock. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat.
Y'all about to show Shabbat.
Yahweh Class dismissed.